Ladies and gentlemen, it is official. We are now in Nicolas Cage's daddy era. And yes, that's all I could think of for the intro to this video. My name is Ren, and this is my review of Longlegs. Welcome back, horror family. Thank you for joining me for what I hope is one of the most interesting reviews I have to give you, because Longlegs certainly is one of the most interesting films of 2024. In pursuit of a serial killer, an FBI agent uncovers a series of clues that she must solve to end his terrifying killing spree. On a surface level, that synopsis is the most generic description to any, if not all, serial killer thrillers out there. But its vagueness and lack of detail are precisely the reasons why Longlegs has been on my radar. If you follow this channel for any period of time, you will know I love walking into movies blind, or at least as blind as possible. And all I knew about Longlegs before watching it was that Nicolas Cage is in it, which is reason enough for me to be interested and to watch it. But its marketing has been precisely and purposefully enigmatic, creating this sense of intrigue around what Longlegs actually is. And that already made me admire the film before even watching it, before finding out if I actually like it. This isn't a film backed by a major studio. This is a neon film. This isn't directed by a Steven Spielberg or based on an IP. This is an original horror film directed and written by Osgood Perkins, who has proven himself a good director, but he's not a name out there. He's directed like 5 movies. So this film is bold in more ways than one, in its marketing and in the film itself. I will say, this does not live up to scariest movie you will ever see. In fact, I would state that Longlegs isn't a scary movie at all. I have quite a few issues with how the film wraps up all the unanswered questions, all the little loose plot threads that get no resolutions and no answers don't really add up to the plot. And that brings us back to the synopsis and its surface level generic quality, because Longlegs on a plot level, and that brings us back to the synopsis and its surface level generic quality. Longlegs on a plot level is as familiar and generic as you can imagine. This isn't a film that's going to stand out, that's going to scar people, that's going to generate conversations around it for its plot. It's not a film that I can see creating a very well-deserved cult following, especially throughout die-hard horror fan circles, for its plot. But I see it doing all of that for all its great qualities, as Longlegs proves itself to be one of the best serial killer thrillers in years. Osgood Perkins demonstrates a confidence and steely cold-heartedness beyond his years in framing, pacing, atmosphere to create a psychologically scarring police procedural that truly crawls under your skin, with these memorable images that sear into your mind, these impactful moments, and unbelievable sound design. This film is the textbook definition of a slow burn. It's not there to give you easy scares, easy answers, fast answers. It's the kind of movie that tests and seeks to reward your patience. From the very first frame, it leaves you uncomfortable. It's shot and directed without any flash to it, for lack of a better term. It almost feels like you're watching a documentary, a real life situation in real time. And one of the sequences that really popped out is when we get our first glimpses at Nicolas Cage throughout this film, and you realize we don't really get close-ups on our lead characters. We get long shots, these beautiful static wides that just stop there. And because you're a horror fan, you're just expecting what's going to pop up? What's going to happen? And then it's just still. So you're there sitting with this tension. And this lasts throughout the whole entire movie. And the one character you get a close-up, or at least the first character you get a close-up of, is Nicolas Cage. That goes against the grain, against the rules in so many ways. And it reflects how distinct the marketing itself has been, the film is the exact same thing. It's so satisfying to watch this unraveling mystery because it's as if you're putting a puzzle together. And steadily, as you have more and more pieces, it grows more sinister, more otherworldly, and disturbing. So the more answers you have, the more the uneasiness is, as the film is filled with its own distinct shocking moments and haunting imagery crafted to precision, and they will stay with you long after the credits. As will the performances of both Maika and Monroe and Nicolas Cage. The pair is absolutely phenomenal in this film, with the former being our POV character into this world, and one that feels like at any given moment she will break. The emotional duress, the tension and pressure to be on this job trying to figure out all these clues from this serial killer, you just can't help but grab onto her as the most identifiable character in this film because she plays it with such strength, but also a vulnerability that is unmatched all through this year. Cage, it's so tricky to talk about this performance and this character, but trust me, you have never seen Nicolas Cage like this. And that is saying something. We all love Nicolas Cage. We all know how unhinged he can be. And we all know how much he always commits 1,000% to any project, regardless of the quality of the script. But I love seeing this resurgence, for lack of a better term, throughout the past few years, from projects like Pig to Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Now, it's a disturbing, loud, but at the same time, controlled performance. It is very Cage, but perfectly matches the chilling tone of this film. Perkins perfectly marries these performances with his atmosphere to meticulously craft set piece by set piece, scene by scene, shot by shot, an imposing sense of dread that makes this an unnerving and disturbing experience where the devil really is in each detail. But those are just my thoughts on Longlegs. Again, certainly not a movie that will blow your mind with how scary it is. Certainly not a film that feels completely unfamiliar, but it stands out for its craft, for its attention to detail, and for just how many elements of it feel refreshing and new. But now it's time for you to start the conversation about it in the comments below. Are you excited for Longlegs? Have you seen it? What is your favorite horror film of 2024 thus far? Anything and everything down there. If you're enjoying this review, there's more 2024 reviews right up here. Or if you just want to talk to me about more movies and TV, this is the place to be. Consider clicking that subscribe button, and you won't miss any future conversations on your favorite movies and TV. Longlegs is an unsettling masterclass in tension and suspense. Crafted with mesmerizing atmosphere, perverse documentary-style visuals, disturbing sound design, and skin-crawling work from the one and only Nicolas Cage. An experience truly unlike any other in horror in 2024. I'm giving Longlegs a B+. Thank you so much for watching, Horror Family. Remember to start the conversation about Longlegs in the comments below. Let me know an iconic actor you would love to see in a role like this. Big shout out to my channel members for always supporting the channel. Stay tuned because I have more videos coming. So until those, love each other and love the movies.